What's going on, guys? Wanted to give you a review of the great guitar build-off from all the builds that I've seen. There's some unofficial entries that I haven't seen, but from the official entry side of the view, I figure since it's the last day for my auction, I would milk a video and try and get you guys to either bid or vote for this guitar as we sort of get to the end. As I look at the 8 guitars that were put up there, my philosophy on this contest was to build the most functional traditional guitar and do what I do best. And so that was doing an awesome, incredibly stained top. That is what's got most of my views on YouTube, and I wanted to make sure that I focused on my strengths, which was that. I knew everyone would sort of do something a little bit more out there, and I wanted to be the most traditional standard guitar that you could see that has sort of the most appeal to everybody. That was my philosophy in why I went with the shape, why I went with the stain. Looking back, could I have taken more risks? Yeah. But for me, I really wanted to focus on what I do best and what I'm known for, which is the stains. And this really came out nice. You can see in the different light how awesome it looks. One of the things we didn't do in the demo video is we didn't show you guys how loud it was when it's not plugged in. So I'll give you a couple riffs here. So that's not plugged in, and it is loud, so that was one of the features I was looking for. A couple guys were asking me where the control cavity is, and it's like, there's no control cavity. Everything's fed through. So not everyone's getting to the videos. There's a lot of content out there on this now, so not everyone could get there. In terms of what we could see with the official guitar build-off of 2020, everyone was going to do their own take. Brad had a specific shape that he went with, which was a risk, just based on what he had said. I do like from Guns and Guitars that bass that they put out there. They took the guitar, converted it into bass, and then that headstock was actually pretty cool. That's, I would say, the most traditional, but he then stepped outside of the guitar and went with the bass, so that was a pretty good idea. 3x3 Customs did a nice veneer with a custom shape. The veneer matched well as I'm looking at it, and it's really interesting. I like that color scheme. They went from sort of maple to dark. Like, it really looks nice. And then, Ben cut up that guitar and pieced it back together. I was interacting with him a little bit. I'm a little worried about that long-term stability of that guitar because it is cut up, but he did wrap it with a piece of metal. Jimmy D burned his guitar to a crisp and then wrapped it with metal as well. I'm a little worried that thing's going to be heavy, but that burn look is nice. You can see it in that guitar that we're giving away with Justin. It's a really neat look, that sort of Johnny Cash, all black, really looks nice. Phil hasn't gotten to his guitar fully completed yet. He's just got like a sparkle, really beautiful sparkle. It's just not there yet. That's one of the things, is we're all pressed for time to get it done. Even though we had about 5 weeks, it's still 3 weekends of my time. I actually still got to go through and do the fretwork for this. What I like to do is let the guitar sit and then come back and do the final adjustments, which I'll be doing that this weekend as I get ready to ship. And then, of course, Texas Toast did the breaking of the mold and went with a 3-neck guitar, which, based on the bids at this point and some of the views, he's probably the winner. I'm hoping maybe I'll take second place. I was joking around with him online, and one of the comments, I was like, my guitar stands alone and yours needs to stand. And so we're having some fun with it. Definitely did something way different than all of us in terms of multi-neck guitar. Honestly, that thought didn't cross my head. Having just built that double neck guitar for Kevin, that thing was heavy and beastly, and that's an interesting thought and an interesting guitar he put together. Probably if I was going to do this again, would I do more risks? I would probably go with the same philosophy in terms of top. I really thought someone was going to grab a quilted top and stain it. That was my guess coming out of this, which is why I went with the flame birch. Maybe I would go with a more traditional look next time. One of the unofficial entries got an awesome top from Kimball, and just I think put a clear coat on it. Looks beautiful. And then one of the other entries did like a full engraved V. I've tried to see as many as I can. I just kind of run out of time with my other job. But if you look at the official entries, I would say mine is more sort of traditional, and that's what I was going for. I wanted to have a guitar that had the most mass appeal to someone purchasing another guitar. Sometimes those one-offs don't fit in a collection to some degree, and if someone's going to pay that much money for a one-off, they really, really want it customized. And I thought this would have the most appeal to someone looking to get into really, crazy customized guitar. And then this is obviously the most popular style to some degree. So, if I had to do it again, maybe I would do a carved top or something along those lines. But I'm really happy with the way this turned out. When you compare the 8 of them, I think this is the most traditional looking guitar to some degree. So just wanted to interact with you guys, let you know that the auction is still up. You can bid on it, and then you can vote on Instagram by actually liking this as well, or you can put a donation through on the website. That's linked below, and so all of that's going to be totaled up along with the views to that first video, and we'll see who wins. I think at this point I may be in the middle of the pack, and we'll sort of see where this ends up. I think I'm incredibly lucky to have been a part of this year. It did kind of eat a couple weekends, but it's been a great experience to sort of see everything that everyone was doing. Definitely wanted to give a call out to my sponsors to some degree, at least people that I've interacted with through this process. BigdGuitars makes these custom bridges. You can see BigdGuitars engraved in there. I painted it to match the vibe, but he's got a lot of different bridges. I've done a couple different reviews on this channel. Crimson made the pickups for these, and he's got them available for sale on his site. I purchased all the electronics through WD. I've got an account with them. The plate, the back plate, is from Icon Guitars. I'll put that link in. He's got all these different custom plates that are available. I chose the flame to match the flame. The UV box that I use is, I'll put the name of the UV box and the kit that I bought to age this neck. It's a more complicated name than I have at the moment. And then, of course, Graphtec is my choice in terms of tuners. The ratio tuners have been great to me, and I think I even put one of their nuts in here, one of their pre-cut nuts. But it was a great experience to be part of their great guitar build-up. Obviously, a huge shout-out to Crimson for providing us with the kits. And if you guys were interested, there's a link below to purchase the kits from me and get a 10% discount. I didn't probably say that enough through this process. But it's been an honor to have worked on this guitar and gone through this process with everybody. So take a look, vote for your favorite guitar. Mine was mine, obviously. I'd say second place probably would be Dan, kind of tied with Texas Toast. Third, I really like Phil's guitar with that pearl top. It really is nice. And then after that, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. I don't think anyone really lost, to be honest. They are all really unique in their own way. It just depends on what you guys like. So again, vote for me by watching that first video again, liking the guitar on Instagram, and if you guys want to make a donation to the Wounded Warrior Project, you can find that as well in that other last and third link. So we'll see how this ends. I'm hoping I get a super fan to bid on this at the end and get me close enough to the views and to the votes, but we'll see. It looks like Texas Toast may have run away with this at this point. So just some commentary from me, and this will probably be the last video on the Great Guitar Build-Off of 2020 from my corner, unless something else comes up. But thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. It's been fun to get all this done with you guys. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.